So while every other team is signing basically their full roster and has everything done other than the draft, the Indiana Fever are in a position where we have no idea how much cap space they have. They're surely signing one more player. Surely signing one more player. Um, we're looking at them in for Pauline Astier, who's a really good overseas player. I am still a little bit annoyed that the Phoenix Mercury did sign Valawai. I'm a little bit annoyed at that. Like, she's literally this is a starter level player on a minimum. This is a player that I would be fantastic. She shoots 35% from three. She's about 6'2", plays defense, is athletic. I mean, Yai, absolutely, if she went, she would be star for the Fever. She absolutely would. She's better than both Lexi and Sophie as a basketball player. It was a little bit annoying seeing them look for Valois Yai, but still, Yai could have been a stretch for as well. That being said, the Fever have to make another signing. So Natasha Howard's gone. We know that. They signed Ty Harris. They signed Mo Billings. And I wonder what they're waiting for. I really wonder what they're waiting for. Because Aaliyah hasn't got her, Aaliyah hasn't gotten her, or what you got, yeah, her extension. That hasn't happened. So when Aaliyah hasn't gotten her extension, and then we're assuming there's money going to be there, and at the same time, you're looking at Chekova going to the Lynx. So I don't know if they're looking at Europeans. I don't know if they're looking at, again, Beck Allen is being heavily rumored to the Fever. Beck Allen is going to be heavily, heavily rumored to the Fever. That being said, when you've got Beck Allen gone to the Fever, that would be a big one. But we don't know. We don't know. She's being rumored. You've got Temmie being rumored to the Fever, but then you have got Scott Agnes basically saying that Temmie, there was issues off the court with Temmie. There was issues in the locker room with Temmie, which is why the Fever let her go. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if it was issues with Christy Sides, but apparently there were issues in the locker room. But yeah, it's a very interesting thing when it comes to someone like a Beck Allen, because you would think you're probably, if you're the Fever, going to be trying to bring her in, but is she still there? If you're looking at top free agents left, Emma Messman doesn't really fit. She's probably the best free agent that's remaining. Kayla Thornton, maybe. But, I know Kayla Thornton was an all-star for the Valkyries. But we have to forget, she's in her 30s. And up until that point, she had been, a glue guy. She had been a glue guy. And she was basically a utility piece. Even Izzy Harrison went to Toronto. I thought Izzy Harrison might have been a good player. But I have no idea who the Fever are looking at. Again, I would assume that if they were looking at Beck Allen, if they were looking at one of these other players, that they would have signed them already. But that being said, Sammy Whitcomb just commanded $700K a year. So maybe they're look, if we try to sign them now, they're going to cost more. But if they get desperate, we'll get them for cheaper. Because there are good players still available. There are good players. Could they end up taking a Maisha Hines-Allen? I don't hate Maisha Hines-Allen as a pickup. I don't love it, but as a backup four. At the same time, it's a lot of people are talking about how, what's her name, is probably Monique Billings probably isn't the level of a starter after four. But I'm what else do we have? What other options do we have? Bree Turner might come back as a last spot on the roster, but the Indiana Fever have 9 players. They have 9 players. They're going for it. It's not like the Mystics, where the Mystics I think have 6 players, but they're just looking for young players. The Mystics are going to just sign a bunch of young players because they're trying to tank. So the Mystics are going for it. I think, if I'm not mistaken, even Steph Dolson went to the Storm. Even Katie Lou and Carly Samuelson for $300K would have been a steal. But I'm going to be honest, I have no idea what the Fever are looking at. I would hope that it's a 4. My guess maybe, if Monique Billings signed a multi-year contract, the assumption is that she's probably on a cheap enough deal. Nobody knows how much Ty Harris's contract is. Nobody knows. So it's a tough one even to judge what the Fever have money-wise. Dantas back for a year. I don't know. There is always that, there's the wild card, is that if Dantas plays like she does overseas in the WNBA, where she plays for Brazil, she is by far the best player on Team Cardoso. If she plays like she does overseas, she's a very good backup at the 4 and 5. Problem is she was literally one of the worst players in the league last year. So I don't know about that one. But at the same time, clearly they respect her as a vet. And her, like, the rest of the Indiana Fever are kind of happy about it. Like, are happy with bringing her back. Sophie coming back on a 1 year is important. That's really, really important. Maybe they bring her back after that, but bringing her back for 1 year is important. It gives them flexibility. Again, I think Bone Billings was on a multiple year deal. Her and Caitlin will link up extremely well together. So yeah, it's a really interesting one with what the Fever are trying to do. Because it seems like the Fever want, especially coming into the 2020, maybe not the next offseason, the offseason after that, when both Caitlin and Leah's extensions kick in. By the looks of things, they literally want Caitlin, Leah, and Lexi under contract on whatever rookies they have, and nobody else. Like, I have no idea what exactly the Indiana Fever are going to do, but they're clearly not done. Like, we were talking about potentially getting Alana Smith, but like, she signed for a 3-year max. But for me, I'm now looking at it, I'm like, is the best option like Kayla Thornton? Like, is Kayla Thornton the best option? Is the best thing to go for Temi? Is going for Temi the best option? Like, there's a lot of times there's a lot of things where you're looking at and it's like, I think Temi in terms of on the court fits better because she can play the backup 4 and 5. Or are the Fever content with Dantas? You still need somebody else. But are they content with Dantas and Bree Turner? Like, they might be content with Dantas and Bree Turner. I do predict Bree Turner to be back, and I also predict that KK Timpson is not going to make the final roster. The amount of people were like, "Oh, you're just trolling for engagement." Like, I mean this when I say this. If any of you guys did what I did and subjected yourself to watching Michaela Timpson playing overseas, you would not be talking about Michaela Timpson coming back on this team. Like, it was really bad. Like, really, really, really bad. Like, I've never seen anything like it. And then in the draft, like, I don't think pick 25 might be developmental. Pick 10 will make the team. So I'm going to subtract KK from the team. And then you add in pick 10. They still have 3 more players to sign a free agency. We still have 3 more. And we don't know how much money they have. That is another one of the craziest things, is we actually don't know how much money the Indiana Fever have. If it turns out the Indiana Fever have no money whatsoever, then, I mean, we're not in the greatest spot. But if it turns out that the Indiana Fever have enough money to get, worst case scenario, a Temi or a Beck Allen. Like, if the Fever somehow have the money to pull off Kayla Thornton, great. That's our starter at the 4. We're a bit small, but fuck it, she plays bigger than she is. Like, we're a bit small, but like, I don't really care. Because there's nobody in this draft that'll make the roster as a 4. There's just not. Marta Suarez is extremely overrated. And Justine Pisot's just not very good. Like, I'm not saying Justine Pisot's not worth having as an expansion franchise. Or as, not expansion franchise, as a developmental spot. Or if you're an expansion franchise, to have her on as an end of the bench roster spot. Especially if you're the Fire, who look like they're trying to lose games. I kind of understand her there, but yeah, otherwise, like, the Fever still haven't given Leah Boston her extension. So Anya Were, some people thought might have gone to the Fever, she's gone to the Mystics. Like, look, if the Fever can pull off Kayla Thornton, unbelievable. If the Fever can't pull off Kayla Thornton and pull off Temi, unbelievable. If the Fever pull off Beck Allen, pretty good pick. Like, there are a lot, and I mean a lot of options for the Indiana Fever. But my expectation is that one spot is going to be taken up by Bree Turner. I predict Bree Turner's probably going to make the team. But look, that's just me. But anyway, yeah, that's a video. See you guys.